Plaintiff Sandy Kane, the Naked Cowgirl, says that she was first in Times Square and is suing the Naked Cowboy and copycat Naked Cowgirl for causing confusion that has resulted in lost wages. She's suing for $5,000.
Not breaking it.
Defendants, the Naked Cowboy and the Naked Cowgirl, claim they have the legal briefs to prove that they own their brand outright. They respect the plaintiff's hustle, but say she needs to head out to pasture.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
You got your hands full on this one.
Yeah, so to speak. Obviously, I feel overdressed, but Sandra Kane.
That's my name, Judge.
You go by the Naked Cowgirl.
Yes, Sandy Kane, the Naked Cowgirl
Sandy
of Times
Kane.
Square.
Okay.
The Naked Cowgirl of Times Square.
Of Times Square. And you, sir, are the Naked Cowboy, and with your
A
wife?
legitimate franchisee, my wife, Patricia Cruz.
Okay, Patricia. Why are you suing the Naked Cowboy?
And the Naked Cowgirl.
And the Naked Cowgirl.
So she says. I've been the Naked Cowgirl for 14 years, Your Honor. Even through the pandemic, when no one was there and everything was boarded up, I was there.
You have a song for me. Go ahead.
Yes, I do, Jerry. But I did break a string, and but I didn't break your heart yet.
Thank God it wasn't a G-string.
Excuse me, cowboy.
It's just humor. Relax.
Cowboy.
You're a comedian.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Let's hear it.
Let me do it a cappella because I'm a little nervous. Jerry Springer, baby. Hey, Jerry Springer, won't you come out tonight? Judge Jerry Springer, baby. Yeah, come, Jerry Springer, won't you come out tonight? Yeah, you're so right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Unbelievable.
That was beautiful, Judge.
Thank you.
You want to hear a real song real quick since we're doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I started off in Cincinnati playing a song or two. All my gigs cut early and I didn't know what to do. I'm the Naked Cowboy, I'm keeping it real for you. I'm the Naked Cowboy, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Very nice. Well, this is all very entertaining. And
Yeah, let's get to
you guys are very well known.
Let's get to the briefs,
Yes.
the legal briefs.
Okay. Why are you suing?
I'm suing him, Your Honor, Springer, Jerry Springer, because I have been the Naked Cowgirl for 14 years.
Yes.
I have spent $50,000 on my career as the Naked Cowgirl.
Yes.
Now, he's a Naked Cowboy. I give him credit for that. But don't mess with my brand. He married her a few years ago. I've been out 14 years. He married her 5 years ago.
9.
Okay, 9. I've been the Naked Cowgirl 14 years.
Yeah, well, he can marry who he wants. What has that got to do
Okay,
with
fine.
anything?
But he makes her a cowgirl. She can't sing, she can't talk. She's never there.
How did she know I never with my husband? Did
Yeah.
she's every day with me and my husband? No, right?
I am the Naked Cowgirl, and I've been there for 14 years.
Yes, I get that.
I have flyers, I have CDs, I have
wonderful.
songs, I have a television show. I'm all over the radio, and all of a sudden, she struts out, and she's very nasty to people. No one likes her.
What's your side of the argument?
Why don't you talk to her, because she can't even talk.
What do you mean she can't talk?
Okay, go ahead.
Feel free. See if she can talk.
Go ahead.
First of all,
Oh my God, she talked!
Okay, let's hear. Let's hear.
First of all,
dismissed.
I think she's very jealous of me because I'm young. And I don't care if
Jung.
I am
Yeah,
young.
she's Carl Jung. She's a philosopher.
Jung.
And I'm younger than her. She's like 100 years old. I don't know. And my mom always told me, respect your elders. I never say anything to her.
Yeah.
But every time
Yes,
I'm
you
walking,
do.
Shay,
And
don't
very
interrupt.
let me
nasty.
talk.
Hang on, man.
She will talk behind my back. She never says something in front of my face.
Yeah.
And I never say something back because I respect my elders.
Very nice.
I don't think I ever say something to her. I admire her for being out there.
You're suing her because you think she's taking money from you?
Yes.
If she's nasty, how is she taking money from you? How do you make money? People put in tips in your...
Yeah, but it's very confusing when people say, I think you're the Naked Cowgirl. How come she is diluting your brand?
But I am not going after people asking for a tip. I have seen you going after people asking for a tip. I never do that.
Oh, you
even
ask
show
people
the
for a
middle
tip.
finger
I do
and
not.
you say
I do
nasty
not.
things to people when they don't
Okay.
pay you. I never do that.
The Naked Cowboy.
In
Robert,
1998, I
Yeah,
started as a Naked Cowboy. I went to Venice Beach to shoot for
Yes.
Playgirl magazine. I was trying to be a model, actor, or a country singer.
Got it.
I was wearing clothes when I was trying to country sing. I went on the boardwalk. I was ignored. The photographer shooting me naked said, why don't you play in your underwear, do something different? I did. By 2000, I trademarked the name Naked Cowboy.
Yes.
By 2002, and there was a girlfriend that I dated many years ago who was already a Naked Cowgirl. We'd done it on radio, TV, etc. In 2009, she was making a CD that said it featured the Naked Cowboy. We sent her a cease and desist. We sued her in federal court in 2000.
And you lost.
No, let me explain exactly what happened.
Yeah.
She thinks we lost because she's not there, not all there. In 2010, we sued her in federal
How dare you
court.
say that?
How
dare you say that I'm not there?
Jerry, look at the
Remain at the
settlement
stand.
agreement where it says this is why she thinks she won. Because we let her use the name free of charge as long as she put Sandy
Free
Kane.
of charge.
As long as she
You
had.
do not own Cowgirl. You do not own Cowgirl.
So in 2000.
I see it.
In 2000.
As long as she put Sandy Kane.
Well, again,
with the Cowgirl.
we did that in order to establish just to protect the brand. We weren't trying to take money from her. I've bent over backwards. I think she's a wonderful girl. I admire her for her tenacity and going forward.
Yes.
But Naked Cowboy, Naked Cowgirl, according to the U.S. PATO, United States Trade and Pad Mark Office, Naked Cowgirl cannot exist except under my name because it would likely confusion in the marketplace. We've had 15 signed franchisees, 6 of them cowboys, 9 of them cowgirls. I could literally pull up my phone right now and show you her performing in Times Square 8 years before she ever even showed up. So there have been many Naked Cowboys, many Naked Cowgirls,
I'm not disputing
all
that.
licensed under Naked Cowboy Enterprises. And she's been a thorn in my back since day one, and I don't care.
He sued me in federal court. I said to the judge, Your Honor, he is the Naked Cowboy. Your Honor, I am the Naked Cowgirl. There is a difference. The judge winked at me and said, I know, young lady.
Okay.
Case dismissed.
Okay.
During our federal lawsuit,
Yes.
we had the same situation. We had a slam dunk case. She came and said, look, I was naked on Broadway before he was born. And the judge thought that was funny as could be.
And that's a lie.
That's why we had to because it's not about proper adjudication. It's about sometimes they win the judge over. And
First of all, you're a liar.
before
and
I
that
hit
never
that
happened.
gaggle, I don't even see myself as the original. It doesn't matter. I'm building a brand. We sell Naked Cowboy oysters, Naked Cowboy scallops, Naked Cowboy wines, Naked Cowboy hot sauce. We have books. I mean, it's a brand. It's not about
Yeah,
me.
but what about my...
She thinks it's about her.
I have a public access television show, Naked Cowgirl television show, for like 10 years.
Anyone ever heard of it?
I think the fact that you have your act, the fact that you have fans, the fact that you're on radio and films, etc., that is all great for your career. But you know what? This is a big country, and there's room, and it's a big city, and there's room for you to put on your act. It's room for you guys to put on your act. I wish you all luck, but you can't sue them because they're doing the same thing you're doing, and frankly, they were there. He was there before you.
Yeah, but he's a cowboy. I'm the cowgirl.
I understand, but he has a franchise, and you didn't trademark Cowgirl.
She actually petitioned for the Naked Cowgirl trademark and was denied by the USPTO because I own it because cowboy and cowgirl are the exact same thing.
I had, with love for all of you.
They are not the same thing.
You are suing them for $5,000 for lost wages. In order to sue them for $5,000, there has to be a reason why they owe you the money. You are saying that you are losing the wages. You have to be able to prove that. You pick a number, $5,000. How do we know that a person that pays her would otherwise have paid you? We don't know that. You don't know exactly what that dollar amount is. And because of that, I dismiss the suit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sing together, all of us. Come on. Well, she's the naked cowgirl, keeping it real for you. She's the naked cowgirl. She's gotta do what she's gotta do. She's on the charts, the TV news. Even got her own TV program too. 'Cause she's the naked cowgirl, keeping it real for you. She's the naked cowgirl. You gotta do what you gotta do. Show those butts. I'm the naked cowboy, hanging out with the cowgirls too. We're here on Judge Jerry. He's the best judge from here to Timbuktu. Get her done. Judge Jerry.
I want to see everybody here in Times Square taking a free.
Get her done.
A free picture. That's all right.
I knew I had the law on my side. I prepared the briefs, and because I'm very meticulous, I don't mess around, I knew we'd get her done.
If they hire him, I'll be the real naked cowgirl no matter what.
I remember I was on Hollywood Boulevard on a bus, and this woman was ranting and raving and saying, I met Jerry Springer, he was so fabulous.
Plaintiff Mark McNeil's evening at a house party was ruined when the defendant moved his car and it was hit. He's suing for $1,000 in damages. Defendant Shelli Andrews says she told Mark not to drive to the party due to no parking on her block. She admits to moving the car, but says the damages are not her fault.
Well, it says here you're friends, or at least prior to the suit you were friends. And Mark, you are suing Shelli?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I've known Shelli for probably 20 years.
Oh, wow.
I also know her family. Her sister was going away, so Shelli had a party for her sister. I was at the party. I was in the back of the house. When I got there, I put my keys on the counter. While I was in the back, Shelli moved my car.
Where was the car?
It was parked in the front.
On the street, in her driveway, where was it?
It was on the, it was kind of like in her driveway.
Yeah, okay, now let me hear from you.
Okay, so my sister was going away. I had a gathering for her.
Yep.
I explained to everyone I live in a very busy area. There's a big park by my house. There's no parking. I have a very narrow driveway. And we have like 4 cars of the tenants that live there. I'm not the only one that lives in that home.
Yes.
So Mark came, he parked in the driveway.
He parked in the driveway?
Yeah, he was in the driveway.
Okay.
So we're looking for Mark. I'm upstairs. My neighbor has to move. My son is trying to leave. Mark's car is in the way. I see Mark's keys. I say to myself, it doesn't matter where Mark is at. I'm going to move his car.
Oh, okay.
I told him in the first place not to park the car there.
I was just right in the backyard. Like, you could have came and got me. I could have moved my own car. When I came upstairs, she told me that she moved the car. There may be a little bit of damage.
She says, I moved your car.
She said she moved the car. I guess she hit something. So she was like, come take a look at it. I went downstairs and I looked at the car. So she told me, it's a little bit of damage, and it was a little bit of damage.
By the way, can we take a look at the pictures of the car damage?
And that's the thing. I told him I would, we could work something out.
She was like, when she gets her tax return, she would take care of it.
Did
she
you
took
try
it upon
to?
Well,
herself.
his car wasn't supposed to be in the driveway to begin with.
I always parked there. It was never a problem.
But he understands it's a party. I actually got photos here.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, so this is my driveway. It is very narrow, very narrow. So there was car here, Mark's car, my son's car.
Okay.
So I ended up reversing his car. Well, my neighbor moved her car. I moved Marcus's car, reversed it, and I drove it, and I parked it next to like the side of the park, the playground park.
Yeah, you parked it where you're allowed to park a car.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's a regular parking
get a ticket.
place.
It's a regular parking spot.
And
that was
when
cleared.
when you did that, no one hit you. You weren't in an accident when you were driving it.
As far as I know, no, I was not.
Well, you would know if you were in an accident.
Exactly.
Okay, so you parked the car, and then you brought the what you do when you
I put the keys back on the counter.
back on the counter.
And then I went, to go entertain because it was my party.
Sure.
And I was the host.
But no one is saying that there wasn't damage to the car.
No. So then he tells me that there's damage on his car. Who moved my car? So me being the friend, he was very upset, very upset. I've known him for years, so he's looking at me like, well, you're the only one that moved my car. So, you know, me being the person that I am, knowing that he was that upset, I said, you know, we could work something out. But first I want to check with my neighbors to see with the camera to make sure that, you know, someone else wasn't responsible for this.
She told me she would pay for the, you know, she told me she'd pay for it.
Mark, I don't understand, is when you filed the papers, you gave a different story. You say, and I'm quoting here, you had left your car parked in Shelli's driveway. You took an Uber home?
No, that's not. I was going to take an Uber home. Had I drunk that much, I was planning on taking an Uber, but I didn't drink like that. So I guess my story got mixed up or misunderstood.
Mark says since he'd been drinking, he decided to Uber home and he left his car in Shelli's driveway. Mark says when he came back the following morning, the front of his car had scratches and the bumper was pulled out. How would the story shift from you left the car there and you took the Uber home, which was a responsible thing to do, but that's a big fact to suddenly, now it's a different story.
I must have been misunderstood, but that never happened. I did say that night I was planning on, if I drunk too much, I was going to take an Uber, but I never did.
She admits she moved the car. That's what, there's an agreement here. You're not accusing her of going on a joyride, of getting in an accident. There'd be a report, it'd be hit and run if someone ran off. So she moved the car. You both agreeing on that. If you had moved the car, you would have wound up in the same place, apparently, or pretty close. In other words, she parked legally. She didn't take the car to a place she wasn't supposed to.
He mistook what I said
now, what
for
you might
confession.
have done, the appropriate thing to do at the party, is you knew he was at the party. It is totally reasonable to have that car moved out of that driveway because it was blocking other cars. It is totally reasonable to have it parked in a legal spot on the street. And there is absolutely no evidence that she was involved in a car crash. So based on that,
she did something when she
well,
moved it.
don't know that any more than she could say, well, that probably happened before you even got in the car to drive to the party.
My car wasn't like that.
Well, I understand that, but when you come to court, you have to prove your case. So based on that, I've dismissed the case.
When I told Mark that I was going to help him out, I guess he assumed that I was responsible.
I feel like it was unfair.